Hi everyone, my name is Lia and welcome to the kitchen. I want to start by wishing you all a happy Easter. To celebrate today, we're going to be making a Torta Pasqualina, another traditional Italian Easter recipe. It hails from the Italian region of Liguria. What is a Torta Pasqualina? Well, it's a special pie filled with spinach and ricotta filling, and it also has some hidden eggs in as well. So let's get started in making today's Torta Pasqualina. For this recipe, to make your Torta Pasqualina, you'll need plenty of spinach, of course, and then I also have some eggs, puff pastry sheets, grated Parmesan cheese, some salt and black pepper to taste, an onion, ricotta cheese, nutmeg, and some minced garlic.
Begin by chopping one whole medium onion by slicing and dicing into small pieces. Add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil to a large sauté pan. Next, add all the chopped onion to the pan. Turn the stove on medium-high heat and stir the onion as it sautés and lightly caramelizes. Add 1 teaspoon of minced garlic to the sautéed onion and stir together for 30 seconds before removing from heat. In a separate large pan, add 2 pounds of spinach. Cook the spinach over medium heat and cover the pan with a lid. As the spinach is cooking, periodically remove the lid and give it a stir around the pan. The spinach won't all fit in the pan at once, so you will have to add a little at a time and allow the leaves to cook down before adding more. Once all the spinach leaves are wilted and cooked down, give them one last stir before taking the pan off heat. Transfer the cooked spinach to a colander to drain. You will actively need to press down on the spinach to squeeze out excess water and allow it to drain thoroughly. This liquid comes from just the spinach cooking. Place the thoroughly drained spinach on a large cutting board and use a sharp knife to just roughly cut and chop it into fine pieces. Transfer the chopped spinach to a large bowl. Add the sautéed onion and garlic to the bowl. Next, add 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese to the spinach and onion, followed by 1 whole 15-ounce container of ricotta cheese. Stir the cheeses and vegetables together to combine. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, a sprinkle of salt, plenty of black pepper to taste, and 1 whole egg to the filling. Stir again to thoroughly combine and incorporate the seasonings and egg with the cheeses and vegetables. Thoroughly grease or butter a round 9-inch springform pan all over the sides and bottom of the pan. Spread some flour out on a flat work surface and lay out 1 defrosted sheet of puff pastry on the flour. Use a rolling pin to roll out the puff pastry until it is large enough to fill the bottom and sides of the springform pan, about 15 inches wide. Carefully transfer the rolled sheet of dough to the prepared springform pan, and gently push down and move the dough to cover the bottom and sides of the pan as evenly as possible. Next, trim off the overhanging corners of the dough. Use the cut-off corners of dough to fill in any lower spots of the puff pastry in the pan by pushing the pieces together so they stick. Next, spoon all the prepared spinach and ricotta filling into the springform pan. Spread the filling around so it is evenly distributed and smooth across the top. Take a large spoon to press and form egg-shaped indents in the top of the filling. As you make these holes, you want to be sure there is a sturdy border of filling between each hole and the edge of the pan. Continue to make 5 total indents around the filling. Lay out a second sheet of puff pastry on the floured surface. And use a rolling pin once again to roll out the dough until it is just large enough to overhang on top of the springform pan. Carefully pour 1 whole egg into each indent made in the spinach filling. Then transfer and place the rolled sheet of puff pastry on top of the torta. Trim off the overhanging corners of the dough. Working carefully, tuck the top layer of puff pastry behind the bottom layer of puff pastry, gently pinching the 2 pieces together. In a small bowl, whisk 1 whole egg. Then brush the top layer of puff pastry all over with a beaten egg, making sure you cover the edges of the pastry as well. Pierce a few holes in the top of the pastry dough so the torta can vent as it bakes. Bake the Torta Pasqualina in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour. Remove the Torta Pasqualina from the oven and allow it to cool completely in the springform pan for at least 2 hours. Pop the tab of the springform pan to release the sides and carefully pull up on the outer ring to remove from the torta. Slice into your Torta Pasqualina to serve and enjoy.
Thank you so much for joining me this Easter and making this Torta Pasqualina. Over the past few years, I've made a lot of different traditional Italian dishes for Easter, such as pan de Pasqua and a Pizza Rustica. So if you're interested in those videos, be sure to check them out on my channel. If you're interested in this recipe for the Torta Pasqualina, you can click the link in the description box below to visit my website, lianoellecooking.com. There you'll find all my recipes written out, photos, videos, and more. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more delicious recipes.